so it totally cut off on me again. So I'm gonna try to go through this really quick. So Arya is at the brew and checking up on Ezra and Mike, and they're not there. So instead of like a normal person, just making a phone call outside where the public is, instead of in an abandoned place with a lot of tools, she calls them from the inside of the brew, and she calls Mike. Rings, turns around. Holding the phone. This is Arya's calling. So it's Mike's phone, obviously. So she runs. A catches her, pins her against the wall, puts a nail gun to her chest, and she's just saying, "Allie, don't do it. Please don't do it, Allie. Allison, don't do this. Allison." I'm just like, girl, how do you know that's Allison for sure? Like, seriously, like, how did these girls... Whatever. So, the girls, so she's, like, "Allison, don't do it." So then A goes and gets the tarp and wraps her in the tarp and nails the tarp to the little plank wood part. Like, because it wasn't a wall, I think it was, like, little planks of walls. like, a little, whatever. I'm trying to make this really fast. So, does that, takes the laptop, and runs. So he does that, or A does that, and, I guess because Caleb gave Arya Mona's laptop, which was stupid, but I'm not going to go further into detail with that because I'm trying to make this video really fast, because I'm over it. And then Arya's like, "Oh my god," like, she just acts like so stupid. She's like, looking in the bag, like, obviously he took it, she took it, like, obviously. Anyways, so then it goes to the detective lady showing Jason the video of Mona getting murdered, and it's like so sad. Like, I couldn't watch it. And she pretty much says all the cameras that they found were no good, except for the one in the vent, and their batteries all died out, I guess before Thanksgiving, but for some reason the one in the vent worked on Thanksgiving, or they all worked on Thanksgiving for some reason. My personal opinion is she put a new fresh set of batteries or something. I don't know, to be honest with you. Like, I don't get how she did that. Like, I think she knew something was gonna happen that day. But anyways, I digress. Pretty much, she's trying to tell Jason she thinks it's Allison, but she's saying, like, "Who does that look like to you? Does that resemble anybody to you?" And he's just staring at it like, "That could be my sister, Yeah, that could be my sister." And she's like, "But your sister was with you on Thanksgiving." And he's like, "No, that was a lie." He just pretty much sold out his sister. Like, even if my brother, let's say I had another brother, my other brother comes in and says my brother killed somebody, I'm not gonna believe it till I see him with a knife and with blood on the floor, just like I would give the other brother benefit of doubt because he's my brother. But I guess he didn't want to give Allison benefit of doubt because she lied too much, I guess. But I would have still did it because I don't think Allison did anything that bad to him ever. But that's my opinion. So he's like, "That could be my sister. She wasn't with us for Thanksgiving. That was a lie." So that happened. And Toby was in the room too. I guess Rosewood, the police department, just lets anything go. Okay, and then Arya's at Emily's house and she's telling him what happened. And she gets a text from Paige, and it says that she left to the hospital already, but the plan was that Emily was going to take Paige to the hospital. Why am I saying hospital? To the airport. I mean, it's really late. To the airport. I'm so sorry for that. Everyone's gonna make fun of me for that one. I'm really sorry. To the airport, but she said she already left already. And she's like, "Well, why?" Aria's like, "Well, why don't you go to the airport?" And she's like, "We need to do this. Now, are you sure Allison did this to you?" And she's like, "Who else is gonna be?" And she's like, "That's not what I asked you. Are you sure Allison attacked you and stole the laptop?" And she's like, "Yeah, well then we need to do this." Or, mixed it up. I think she said that first time, but, whatever. So, next scene is Allie going to back home. And she looked like she was on a mission. She looked like she was on the hunt. Like, legit. Like, she looked like she was going cray-cray. So anyways, she walks back in, and Jason walks in the living room after she looked at a picture or something. I think she was staring at a picture. Jason walks back in, and all you see is cop lights in the window. And she looks at him. She's like, "Can you install him?" And I guess he did. You didn't really see the answer. It just goes to the next scene where she's running in the backyard, and the girls are lined up blocking her, and they push her really rudely, might I add. Really rudely, and they're just saying, we know you killed Mona, we're not letting you leave, you need to go to jail, so I don't go to jail. Pretty much was Spencer. And all of them was saying, so we don't go to jail, you need to go to jail to save us. And Ali pretty much saying, you're letting A win. This is what A wants. A wants me in jail, and you're letting A win. If you do this, I can't protect you. I can't do nothing for you if you do this. And the girls are just like, whatever, you're a liar, you're A, and you're just saying that. And then the cop lady comes, and she's like, hold, arms in the air, Ali, or whatever she says. And she's like, ladies move, and she makes the ladies move, makes the girls move. And, as she's getting arrested, she turns to look at them, and she says, don't say I didn't warn you. You know, true Ali. Always have to have the last word, but pretty much, you know, I would have said the same. I try to help you for so long, and I'm taking all the crappy parts. You guys don't even know what I went through. Maybe A is torturing her more than she's torturing them. You don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like I would be done with them if I was her. I would legit be done. I'd be like, I've tried. If you're gonna put me in jail and you forced me to come back out of hiding just to put me in jail, like, who does that? Whatever. So then we go back to, Arya now, she's home, and Mike walks in, and Mike sees the phone on the desk, on the coffee table, and he's like, oh, that's my phone? And he just picks it up casually. That could have been him, you know, attacking Arya, but that could be a scenario. I'm not gonna drop it because he was close to Mona, and he did used to sneak into people's houses and steal stuff, like in season 1, and he did ruin that guy's car that said that Arya, you know, with him, you know, you know, lying about Arya. He messed up his car, vandalized it. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this video faster because we're almost done. And they have a conversation about Mona. She's like, Allison got arrested for Mona's murder and stuff. And they're talking it out, and she says somewhat along the lines of, I always thought you was scared to talk to me when you was with Mona, but I realized I was scared of you because I didn't know what she knew about me, and I didn't know what she knew about I didn't know what she told you about me, and I don't know what she told you about my friends. Pretty much about her, like always. So, Mike's like, I'm just tired of people acting like she was great and nice. I know she wasn't nice. I know what she did. Why is everyone else just forgetting it? Like, if people would have told her how great and wonderful and nice she was before she died, I guarantee you it never would have happened. Pretty much as long as what he said. And I agree, like, why be fake about it? Why, you know, just because someone dies, your whole view and opinion changes about them? Because everyone used to make fun of Mona, and now everyone's like, Mona was the best. But yeah, I just thought that was weird myself. And then, that happens, and Arya's like, well, maybe one day you could tell me. Oh, he goes, there's a part I missed. He's like, no one understands how one of a kind Mona was. There'll never be a person like her. She was amazing, or somewhere along that. And she goes, well, maybe one day you could tell me about the real Mona, the Mona you know. Which I thought was kind of cute. But, then he's like, yeah, sure. Well, actually just says, I think he just says, okay. But he's like looking sad. And she's like, well, I'm gonna go check on Dad's food. And she walks away, and she like stops in the hallway of the kitchen, or in the kitchen wall, and she's like against it. And all you hear is Mike crying, which is horrible. He starts crying for Mona. Which was finally, like, he held it in for so long, he finally let it out. So, hold on. Needed to wet my lips a little bit. So then, Spencer gets back home, and there's Toby, the cop lady. I'll remember her name one day, don't worry about it. For right now, her name's not gonna be in this video because I don't feel like Googling it. And her father are all there, and, it looks like she's about to leave. Like, she turns around, and her dad's like, Mr. Hastings, like, Spencer, and she turns back around, and pretty much what the lady cop tells her is, since Allison got arrested, they pretty much linked the two murders together for Allie and Bethany. So the DA dropped all the charges against you, and you don't have to worry about anything because you're not going to jail anymore. Like, who honestly thought she was going to go to jail though? Like, I knew she wasn't going to go to jail. I'm getting really tired. And then Toby, even though, you know, he should have never been involved in the first place because, you know, that's not how cops work. Like, if my boyfriend got charged with murder and I was a cop, I wouldn't be allowed to be in that case, but it's Rosewood and Pretty Little Liars, so everything goes. So he says everything's over, Spencer, and he hugs her and she cries, and that's the end of that scene. Then it's the girls talking on one of the girls' porches. I'm not sure whose it was, and I think it was Emily's. And they're talking about how, oh, I forgot a part. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this really fast. Well, you know, how I told you about Emily and Paige. Emily goes to the airport to try to catch her. She even buys the ticket so she could go past the gates. And she tries to find her, and she's right behind her as she's looking through a window. And she tells her how Allie got arrested, and you could come back. You don't have to leave. And Paige pretty much says, which I don't know why. I think she has an agenda. She pretty much says, I want to leave. I can't stay here. It's not safe for me. There's a reason why. I don't know what it is. There's a reason why. She was playing like she didn't want to go. But Emily, for those last couple of months or whatever, she was playing that off. She planned to leave. I don't think it had nothing to do with her parents, but that's my opinion. So anyways, Emily's like, this is not a good idea. I need you and stuff like that. And she's like, even though it's not a good idea, could we just pretend like it's a good idea? And she says yes, and she lets her go. So then, back to the porch part. That's all that probably pretty much happens. And Emily cries. I feel really bad for her, but Emerson and Maya, I don't know what Maya and her ship name is, but anyways, they're back on the porch, and she's telling him how Paige left, and Arya, being stupid, is like, she should have stayed. She made the wrong choice, but she totally did not make the wrong choice. But whatever. Even if she was shady about it or not, I wouldn't want to be in Rosewood. Just saying, a lot of stupid stuff happens in Rosewood. Like, it's not safe. They're talking about their future and how now they think because they got Allie, that it's all over and nothing's gonna happen to them anymore and they're gonna be fine. And then all of a sudden fireworks go off. And they're like, ooh, this is the fireworks from so-and-so fair, which I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever, that could be going on. I don't live in Rosewood to know if that's a thing, but Rosewood doesn't exist. Okay, anyways, so the fireworks are going off, and as the fireworks are going off, of course, red fireworks go. One goes shoom like that, one goes shoom like this, and then one goes across like that. A, which was so cool. That was like, I think the coolest A message so far, like throughout the whole show. But I had to go probably review that. But that was the coolest way A has ever, been like, yeah, you got rid of me. No, winking. I'm bad at winking. But you get the drift. And Spencer's is like, no, I can't accept this. No, I won't accept this. I'm just like, yeah, because you put an innocent person. You put an innocent person in jail. That's why you can't accept it. Just like you did with Garrett. And just like you did with... I don't know if Ian went to jail. I don't remember. You can put that in the bottom. But I think they did that to Ian too. But they tried so hard to get Ian arrested. Every time they think someone or someone was involved with killing somebody, they're always wrong. And my voice is going out. And that's what I don't understand about them and how they don't figure out that A is good at framing people. But I digress, so that's how it ends. And then all you see is a shot in Allie in jail and she looks really scared. And I feel really bad for her. She looks scared and it just sounds like someone's walking to her cell. And then it just ends. So that was the episode. That was Through a Glass Darkly. I liked it. It was really good. I feel like the season is going to be a little better than season 4 was. The season of Answers is going to be better. because I thought they wasn't gonna arrest Allie right away. The fact that they arrested Allie right away tells me that a lot is going to happen this season, hopefully. Keeping my fingers crossed. Never know Pretty Little Liars, because they tend to lead you on, pretty much. So yeah, that was the episode. If anybody watches or anybody leaves a comment wanting me to make a video for next week's episode, I'll try to do that. This was kind of a headache. This took me like 5 hours to do. But if you guys want it, and if I get enough views and stuff, I'll totally do it. Because I'm not just, it'd be kind of corny just to do it for myself. But yeah, if you want to tell me a certain episode, like if you guys are like, can you like give me your thoughts on episode 225, the unmasked, or another episode, I'll totally do that for you guys if you guys want. But I also think I'm going to do makeup videos on here too. I'm not sure yet. But it's 16 minutes. I'm going to go. Okay. Oh, bye.